I'll never forget what Richard Paul Evans, #1 New York Times bestselling author, taught me. It was a lesson that has stayed with me all my life. A few years ago, I went up to one of his author retreats, and I was really scared to go. It was way out of my comfort zone. I still felt very much like the stay-at-home mom with 6 kids, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't know who I was gonna meet and who else was gonna be there, and I just assumed it was gonna be big names and lots of professionals. And so I just faced my fear, and I got on a plane and I went up into the mountains, and we got there and we had a get to know you dinner the first night. And sure enough, there were these really successful businessmen at my table, and I just had this feeling all the way along and signing up and getting myself there and getting through that first day that I just could never do this. I was just up in the night. I was just dreaming. Who was I? It could never happen for me. I didn't know how I would ever be successful as an author. And the next day we did introductions and we were sitting around, and I can't even remember what he was specifically teaching about, but we were in this U shape and he was sitting in the center of us. And at one point he stopped and he took the time to look at each of us in the eyes. And then he said, I know that a lot of people think that this is way out of reality for them, that they could never do this. They could never be a successful author. This is too much. And sometimes I'll hear them say, why me? How could it be me? How could I ever do it? And he said, I want to just have you ask yourself the question, why not you? And so I'm asking you the question, why not you? If there's something that you've always wanted to try or be or do, why can't you be the one that's successful at that thing? Maybe the fact that you're passionate about it and you think about it a lot is a key to knowing that it's something that you would definitely be good at, and that you ought to try it, and that you ought to give it a go. You don't want to be on your deathbed however many years from now regretting that you didn't try things. So try things and remind yourself when you're scared and you don't want to get on the plane and go to the mountains and meet the big, scary, successful authors. Why not you? It can be you. If you're interested in learning more about how to face your fears, how to be a more mission-driven individual, then make sure and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for more videos and tips and tools like this one about how you can step in to your real greatness.